Hey guys, welcome to Wrestling Daze and welcome to this special video where we're going to talk about the Rock and Cody segment. Not so much about the segment itself, but where would you take it? What would you do with it now? We know that the Rock wants Cody to work with him, and Cody is going to have to answer that at Elimination Chamber. The repercussions of this obviously are going to be huge, regardless of what he says, to be honest. Whether he says yes or no, I think the repercussions are going to be huge. So what is it that you would do? So Blaze Entertainment said, my thoughts on The Rock's I Want Your Soul promo. Cody's going to give the answer and it'll be a yes. My thinking behind this, he can promise everything, even after Cody's gone for his family. Heel turn, Cena will win at the Chamber, Cena Cody for the title, Cena wins 17. So Blaze Entertainment would actually have Cody say yes and align with The Rock, do the heel turn. Then we've got heel Cody versus face Cena at WrestleMania. Let's see what everyone else has got. Dean K said if he turns him down, then I would have it where The Rock intersects himself into the WrestleMania match to try and make Cody pay for his sins, so to speak. If he accepts, then yes, he'll run for Cody. Either way, it's going to be fun. James said if Cody says no, then it's going to be John Cena selling his soul for 17. Finley said, I think we either get one of these three options. At WrestleMania, it will be Rock Cody. Would be the most simple. We could get heel Cody against Cena, or we could have Cody rejecting The Rock's advances to take his soul, and he fights someone else who The Rock makes his champion. What I would do is Cody versus Rock's champion versus Cena, which adds a heel, said Finley. So Finley would actually do the triple threat, which I think is a very interesting option, because that way you're getting a couple of people into the main event of WrestleMania. Cody's getting screwed over. Cena can still be in there. There'll be a heel that's in there as well. So interesting. Paul said, I think he's going to accept, and I think it'll set up Cody versus Punk at Mania. Cody has The Rock in his corner, and Punk calls in his favor to get Roman, finally setting up Rock Roman for either SummerSlam or WrestleMania 42, says Paul. Uncle Revel said, I would have Cody decline the offer. The Rock tells him he's made a big mistake, but to not worry. He'll make sure WrestleMania goes smoothly for Cody and makes himself special guest referee. So it would be the winner of the Chamber versus Cody with The Rock as special guest referee. That's interesting. Hadn't thought of that. The Wrestling God said, I would say yes. I don't want to find out what happens if I say no. Tribal Chief said, this might not happen, but here's what I came up with. So Cody will decline. Rock will say, I expected you to say that. I think Cena wins. We get Cody Cena at Mania, face versus face. Cody will win clean or with help of The Rock. After the match, Cody turns heel, beats up John, joins The Rock. Months after months, they will build up heel Cody versus face Cena at SummerSlam Night 2, where Cena finally gets 17th. The story between Rock and Cody continues. So you would have him say no, do the match face versus face, and then afterwards, Cody then joins up with The Rock. Okay, wouldn't it make more sense for him to just say yes, though? I mean, I'm trying to think what the swerve is. That I mean, I feel like Cody, if he is about to turn heel, why would he do it after the match when he could do it before the match and probably have The Rock help him? What you could do is he could say no to The Rock. He could then go to WrestleMania. We could get face versus face. During the match, The Rock comes down to the ring, interferes, costs Cena, and then it's revealed that actually Cody had said yes before, and all this time where we thought he was a babyface, he wasn't. So I think I get where you're coming from. I would probably just tweak it. I wouldn't have the match end and then Cody turn heel. I would have it so The Rock comes down and it's revealed that Cody is heel during the match. It's Ryan said, Cody teased a turn. It's probably for a Mania story. Regardless, I honestly don't see it working long term due to Dwayne's schedule. As a heel authority figure, he would need to fit in with stories and be on screen a lot for it to feel engaging. And quite frankly, I just can't see that happening, says It's Ryan. Word of Wrestling said, I say Cody Rhodes accepts the offer, turns heel for The Rock, becomes corporate Cody, and this sets up heel face match against John Cena, who will win the chamber. He'll beat Cody for 17. I don't think it works face versus face, so I think that is why, says Word of Wrestling. Mark said, I'll be stunned if Cody says yes. However, it would make sense because The Rock spent 10 minutes laying the table of how they've become good friends. But if I had to guess, I think Cody declines and someone else sells out, especially with the Instagram teases. B-Rad said it screams having Cody work 2 nights in a row at Mania. He declines the Elimination Chamber. Rock is peeved, warns him he will get what's coming to him. Night 1, Cody beats whoever the Elimination Chamber winner is. Rock comes out and says that Cody will defend the title once again against his brother, Roman Reigns. And we have heel Roman back working with The Rock, says B-Rad. The only thing I'm not sure about that is that would suggest that we don't know what the main event of night 2 is going to be on day 1, which I would struggle a bit with that. Like the idea that Cody is facing the winner of the chamber and we don't actually know what's going to close the show on night 2 because The Rock's going to come down and say you're going to face Roman tomorrow. I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure that we would do it that way. I think if Rock was going to do that, he'd probably play those cards at least a few weeks before WrestleMania, where, he reveals that now Roman is his champion and you're going to face Roman on night 2. I think he'd probably play that card earlier than doing it at the end of night 1. Guru said, all really great questions. The Rock made some good points. The main one being that their moms are really great friends now. That could be the catalyst for Cody to turn as well. This year, it's about John Cena's farewell tour. I'd have to believe that that's the story. Anime Fienzino, thank you. We had a look at that in Unseen. Real Wrestling fan said, I think he accepts, but eventually doesn't cheat to beat Cody at Mania. And then we go to SummerSlam. It's Rock versus Cody. Cena will keep the title and drop it to Randy. So you think he's going to accept? Cody's going to say yes. We do Cody Cena. Cena wins. That upsets The Rock. We do Rock Cody at SummerSlam. And you think Cena will keep the title until he eventually drops to Randy. Okay, got you. Annette said The Rock's new faction will be called the Lost Souls, says Annette. Seth Gogard said Cody declines. The Rock's facade of being Cody's friend crumbles as the mask comes off, and Rock goes full demon time, forming a heel faction to do his heel work by proxy, which will contest with Cody, but Cody will prevail. Walter J said Rock's dad was called the Soul Man. I wonder, does Rock become a heel version of that persona? Taking the souls of wrestlers in a different way to Taker. And Rock is now also turning corporate Rock, so playing into the fans' dislike of him being on the TKO board. Andrew said, imagine if we did get this version of Cody alongside The Rock. The Great One. See what the Great One says. After considering John's heelish promo after the Rumble press conference and Cody lightly saying no, I would enjoy seeing heel Cena versus babyface Cody at WrestleMania 41. I'm not against a WrestleMania 40 build part 2 if Cody says no. Either way, or whatever WWE does, it is encouraging that we're about to smell what WWE is cooking. Tajinda said Cody will decline. After Cena, Cody is the biggest babyface ever. Roman is a babyface as well, but he is more of a tweener since they now have Cody. 100% Cena will turn. NWO all over again. I absolutely love this, especially after that Cena promo at the Rumble post-conference. Ryan said Cody does accept, and they hug in the ring, but Roman Reigns returns and is mad at The Rock for not asking him to be his brother, leading to The Rock versus Roman at Mania. Cameron said Cody will decline, leading to The Rock finding someone else to become his corporate brother, which could be Drew. We know he's a possible future opponent of Cody, and they already had a few segments together. Also, Rock said this Cody story doesn't need a match between the two. Rodney, Uncle Howdy White, said, I think this will shock a lot of people when it's done. I think even Cody said it earlier that it would, so I'm curious what will happen. CT Dingo said Cody's going to decline initially, but feuding with Cena, he becomes jealous of how over and accomplished Cena is. He ends up in a spot where he wants more. As Mania comes closer, his desire for more becomes stronger, making him more aggressive. At Mania, he makes Cena bleed, and he joins The Rock, said CT Dingo. Casey said, the scenario you retweeted, I'm seeing that with the roles switched between Cody and Cena. Cody's going to refuse. Rock has his plan B in Cena, who has already publicly stated that he would do what's best for business. Heel corporate Cena wins 17 at Mania, says Casey. Johnny said Cody declines. Drew Punk will volunteer to be The Rock's champ. Rock will do everything in his power for Drew Punk to win the title at WrestleMania or SummerSlam. Or Cody declines. Rock gets emotional and cries. LA Knight steps in to hug him, handing him a Bros Forever bracelet at the end, says Johnny. Brian said, I feel like WWE wants John Cena to face a heel Cody at WrestleMania. Cody could be a fantastic heel if he wants to be. Plus his run has gotten stale, says Brian. Big OG Pro Gamer said Cody accepts. Cena wins the Chamber. Cody wins The Rock, maybe, versus John Cena as a... You've lost me. So Cody accepts. Cena wins the Chamber, so it's going to be Cody, Cena. Cody with The Rock, maybe, versus John Cena as a babyface at WrestleMania. Rock's going to turn on Cody, which allows Cena to get number 17. Cody is angry with The Rock, so we get Rock Cody later down the line. Got you. Mattel said if Cody declines, Cena, Drew, Seth, Punk could accept The Rock's offer. Sanan said, I would have Cody deny The Rock's offer, leaving him furious. Then later in the night after the men's chamber, The Rock comes out and declares there will be another match with him facing the winner of the chamber, beating them up and setting up Cody versus Rock. It's unlikely, but you never know. Jersey said, if it was up to me, I would have Cody join The Rock and create a new corporation with 4 new members in it. Dice said, I think Cody refuses and The Rock recruits someone else, maybe Drew. Cena wins the Chamber, but Rock makes WrestleMania a triple threat and adds Drew. I like the Drew edition. I also don't mind it being CM Punk considering their history. CM Punk knows that sometimes you've got like big legends that are going to insert themselves. I mean, obviously CM Punk was having his title run and then The Rock came back, ended CM Punk's title run at Royal Rumble and, you know, completely changed probably the plans that CM Punk had in his mind for what WrestleMania was going to look like. And so it's one of those, and we've heard CM Punk telling that story to Cody as well. So it's one of those where if you can't beat them, join them, and they don't need Punk as like a babyface, to be honest, because they've got quite a few baby faces. So I think Punk could definitely align with The Rock to kind of get everything he hasn't ever had. He's never main evented WrestleMania. I think Punk makes a lot of sense because, you know, The Rock's talking about taking someone from there to there, And, you know, CM Punk is someone that kind of needs that as well, because he's been away for a long time. His brand could be a bit bigger, even though he's a big star. He's a big star that's never quite been the guy. He's a big star who has never main evented WrestleMania. Like, there's quite a few things, you know, he's never won the Rumble. So, you know, you could sort of understand why CM Punk could be the person that accepts that. Drew as well, because we did see backstage they were quite close. So, yeah, I don't mind that. For Howdy says, fantasy booking on crack here. But whilst looking at other theories, the one I like the most is Cody rejects The Rock. And who comes in as The Rock's champion? John Cena. He could end up winning the Chamber and Mania against Cody. Cody winning it back at SummerSlam. Nishi said, this is the hardest challenge in Cody's life. The Rock is the deadliest villain who deliberately made friends with him just to make Cody his puppet. From a justice angle, he will be loved by people, even if he joins the Great One. He will be like Sammy in the Bloodline. King Joker said, if he accepts, I would love a heel faction led by Cody. And the irony would be that Cody fought the Bloodline and now he's leading his own heel group. If he doesn't accept, I'd have Rock laugh and say, I hoped you would, but I knew you wouldn't. So I prepared a plan B, and then out comes Jacob Fatu. Ghostface said Cody's going to decline, goes into the match with Cena. John is now the one that The Rock wants as champion, but he declines as well. At Mania, Cody finally snaps and he becomes The Rock's champion. Renegade said Cody declines, staying loyal to the people as they are to him. Rock outbursts and attacks Cody, feeling betrayed. Rock tries manipulation again and gaslighting and using his directive status, but when Cody's not flinching, he stays silent, pretends to be sad and leaves. Adam said, let The Rock find another puppet. It was also really overplayed and it fell into the wrestle territory. Sam said Rock has CTE and he is in the CTE Hall of Fame. Muggsy said, I would have not done this and proceed to have Cena win Elimination Chamber and face Cody at Mania. But now that this segment went down, I'm a bit lost. I just hope they don't rush through anything so that we can get a solid Mania. Probably nothing like last year, though, says Muggsy. Brendan, shout out to you, The Rock final boss. And we've got this from Nerd Coach saying Cody's going to decline. Drew wins the Chamber. Rock promises Drew the title if Drew will be his champion. This leads to Drew at WrestleMania. Cody stays face and is protected. He only lost the title because the deck was stacked against him. Drew and Rock reign. Cena beats Drew. So, to be honest with you, the only one that I struggle with is Cena being The Rock's guy. The reason why I struggle with that is because this is Cena's final year. People are buying tickets to say thank you, and they're wanting to say goodbye and cheer him. I mean, no one's going to want to go to the shows for the final time of seeing John and boo. You know, and a lot of people are going just to see John, right? I mean, a lot of shows are being advertised as like, you know, part of his farewell tour. So him turning heel at this point just feels so redundant to me. You're not going to get any sort of good run out of it. It's going to be like, you know, we can only go till the end of the year. So I just don't think like there's no kind of long-term benefits to Cena turning. You're going to disappoint a load of people that have bought tickets because they want to celebrate Cena's life and career. You know, they want to go and be part of like this loving. They don't want to go and boo him because he's in some unnecessary storyline, to be honest. At this stage in Cena's career, him turning heel would strike me as unnecessary when I think there are better options. I think CM Punk, who's going to be around for a little while to come. And given his history with The Rock, I think that's a better option. Drew, who's going to be around for a while to come. And, you know, we know has got quite close with The Rock backstage. Like, I think that's a better option. Plus, people want better for Drew as well. Drew is somebody that, you know, at the moment looks like he's going to face Damian People aren't really too keen on that. They want him doing bigger things. He is a heel, and so why not align him with The Rock and, you know, really lean into the whole chosen one thing? Don't forget, Drew was chosen. He was the chosen one by Vince. Why can't he now be the chosen one by The Rock? I think you can make a lot of arguments for a lot of people that The Rock could choose if Cody says no. I personally would have Cody say no, and I would have him turn his attention to someone else, with either Drew or Punk being top of that list. And the one that I really wouldn't want would be John Cena, because, as I said, maybe if this was a different time, but considering the clock is very much ticking, there's 10 months left. We still don't know how many appearances we're going to get out of John, considering how many we've had so far. I mean, I heard at the start of the year he's going to make about 30 appearances this year. And that's not just matches, that's all appearances. So you're kind of operating with quite a few limitations there as well, you know, when it comes to John. I think this would be better if it was someone else. So that's the only thing I would kind of push back a little bit on. But other than that, I think there were some really, really good suggestions in there. It certainly does get the brain juices flowing, you know, with all the different possibilities. And I do think this is going to make WrestleMania a more exciting build. So only going to make Elimination Chamber more exciting. So, yeah, we will be live, obviously, on Saturday with Elimination Chamber. And we will be back tomorrow with our Raw review. We weren't able to get the SmackDown one up, which was really disappointing considering how crazy that show was. But we weren't able to do it because of the fact that, like, boxing on Saturday started early and there was just so much going on. So we'll be back on it, though. We got this video out and we'll be back with a Raw opinions and review after that show. So thanks for watching. Appreciate the support. Hope you enjoyed this, and I will see you again next time. Bye for now.